12 years. GTA 5 released in 2013. GTA 6 launches in 2025. 12 years of development, the longest gap between Grand Theft Auto games in the series' history. I'll be honest with you, I spent an embarrassing amount of time on GTA 5 just driving through Blaine County doing nothing. Exploring random cabins, finding hidden spots, enjoying the sheer size of that world. And when GTA 6 was announced, my first thought was the same as everyone else's. It must be even bigger. Multiple cities maybe, the entire East Coast, thousands of square kilometers. Then I actually looked at the evidence and realized I had it completely backwards. All available evidence suggests Vice City and its surrounding Florida-inspired areas. That's it. The geographic footprint appears potentially smaller than GTA 5's Los Santos plus Blaine County combined. If they didn't spend 12 years making it bigger, what were they actually doing? The answer reframes everything. Rockstar's development focus appears to have been depth over breadth, making every square meter more interactive, more alive, more systemically complex, rather than simply adding more square meters, not expanding the canvas, enriching what's already on it. This isn't just a different priority. It's a fundamentally different philosophy about what makes open worlds compelling, and it might be the most important design decision Rockstar has ever made. Before I get into the evidence, let me establish why bigger actually hurt GTA 5 in ways people don't talk about enough. GTA 5's map was a genuine achievement when it launched. Los Santos plus Blaine County created the largest GTA world ever made. But that scale came with hidden costs visible throughout the entire game. NPC routines were simplified to conserve processing power. Building interiors remained almost entirely inaccessible. The world state stayed largely static despite player actions. Los Santos feels noticeably empty after dark because NPC spawning gets reduced to maintain performance. Most buildings are locked boxes. Pedestrians have limited schedules, limited behaviors, limited existence beyond being animated set dressing. The trailer showed a living, breathing city. Actual play revealed something beautiful but shallow. A simulation where most objects, most buildings, most NPCs existed as visual elements rather than interactive systems. Rockstar recognized these limitations internally, and Red Dead Redemption 2's development, running from 2013 through 2018 and overlapping with early GTA 6 planning, showed them a different approach was possible. RDR2's map was smaller than GTA 5's, but the world felt more alive because the processing budget went into depth rather than breadth. Players spent 80% of their time in 20% of GTA 5's map anyway, mostly in Los Santos proper. That suggested the excess scale in Blaine County provided diminishing returns. Empty space players drove through but never meaningfully engaged with. Rockstar learned that players remember the quality of individual interactions, not the quantity of square kilometers they technically had access to. Here's the fundamental reality that most open-world analysis ignores. Current-gen consoles have finite computational resources. Think of it like a bank account. You have a fixed amount of processing currency to spend. Every square kilometer you add to the map costs processing budget. That's budget you can't spend on simulation depth in each area. It's a zero-sum game. What constrained scale actually enables is remarkable. Leaked footage and credible reports suggest somewhere between 200 and 500 enterable buildings with functional interiors. Compare that to GTA 5's handful of accessible spaces, mostly scripted mission locations. Every pedestrian reportedly running individual schedules, relationships, and reactive behaviors. The kind of AI complexity only possible when you're simulating a constrained space rather than an entire state. GTA 5 spawned pedestrians as needed and despawned them when you looked away. GTA 6 appears to be simulating actual people with actual lives. Object interactivity following the same pattern, with an unprecedented percentage of world objects being interactive, destructible, or dynamically responsive. Trash cans, street furniture, shop displays, all potentially part of the dynamic simulation rather than static set decoration. Measuring GTA 6's ambition by map size is like measuring a Michelin star restaurant's quality by the size of its dining room. Scale and quality are different achievements, and Rockstar appears to have chosen the harder one. But interaction density is only half the equation. The deeper achievement is making those interactions talk to each other, and this is where geographic constraint becomes essential, rather than just convenient. Here's the systemic complexity problem most analysis completely ignores. Adding systems to a game doesn't create linear complexity. It creates exponential complexity. One system running alone is manageable. 5 systems constantly communicating across a massive geographic space becomes computationally prohibitive. Most open-world games solve this by keeping systems isolated. Economy doesn't affect AI behavior. Crime doesn't affect traffic patterns. Reputation is a binary faction meter that doesn't ripple into NPC scheduling or business operations. Systems are islands. They look connected. They aren't. Geographic constraint solves this. Smaller world means the entire world state fits in active memory. Systems can communicate constantly because they're all present simultaneously, never cached, never reset, never partially loaded. You rob a store in northern Vice City. Police deploy from a southern station, reducing patrol presence in that area. Criminal NPCs in the south notice the reduced coverage and increase activity. Local businesses adjust, some closing early. NPCs start discussing the uptick in crime. That entire cascade requires every location existing in active simulation simultaneously. It falls apart the moment you have areas loading and unloading as the player moves through the world. Leaked footage shows apparent instances of exactly this. Crime affecting patrol patterns elsewhere in the city. NPC conversations referencing player actions in different neighborhoods. RDR2 demonstrated this philosophy worked at smaller scale. GTA 6 appears to scale it to maximum urban density. There's also an artistic argument that's equally important and often completely missed. Single location allows anthropological depth. GTA 6's Vice City isn't just a setting, it's a specific cultural portrait of Miami and broader Florida. The architecture, the demographics, the music scenes, the social tensions, the particular flavor of American excess that only exists in that specific place. GTA San Andreas visited 3 cities and captured none of them with real depth. Los Santos, San Fierro, and Las Venturas were recognizable impressions, postcards rather than portraits. Vice City, both the original and apparently the new one, feels like a place with an identity because the creative resources concentrated there. Constraint forces creative investment in depth. When you can't expand horizontally, you find vertical richness instead. Now, before you think I'm completely sold on this, let me acknowledge what you're genuinely giving up, because the trade-offs are real. If you love driving through Blaine County at sunset, discovering remote cabins, stumbling across wilderness areas that felt genuinely removed from urban chaos, GTA 6's concentrated Vice City focus offers significantly less of that. Single city means limited biome diversity. No deserts, no mountain ranges, no forests, no rural towns breaking up the urban texture. The replayability question is legitimate too. Dense but smaller worlds might feel exhausted faster than vast shallow ones where geographic discovery itself provides longevity, and marketing presents a real problem. Many players equate map size with value, explaining that smaller but denser represents harder achievement and better experience requires nuance that doesn't fit on a comparison chart. Those are real losses for players who valued those specific things, and no amount of systemic depth argument changes that. So let's bring everything together because this is what actually matters. We started with a question that had no obvious answer. 12 years of development. Where's the biggest map ever made? It isn't coming, because that was never the goal. 3 independent lines of evidence point to the same conclusion. Processing budget invested in interaction density rather than geographic expansion, because the zero-sum reality of computational resources makes depth and scale genuinely incompatible at this level of simulation complexity. Systemic coherence requiring geographic constraint, because systems that communicate meaningfully across an entire world can only do so when that entire world fits in active simulation simultaneously. And creative constraint inspiring anthropological depth, because single concentrated location enables cultural authenticity that multi-city tourism never achieves. Every anomaly makes sense through this lens. Smaller map after 12 years. Current gen exclusivity despite the install base cost. Narrative focused on one city rather than 3. These aren't limitations. They're consequences of a deliberate priority. Stop measuring by square kilometers. Start measuring by interactions per square meter. Systemic complexity. Percentage of visible world that's genuinely interactive. Those are the actual metrics that reveal what Rockstar built. Building vast empty space is easier than building concentrated dense space where every element must work systemically with every other element. Rockstar chose the harder technical and creative challenge. GTA 6 isn't the biggest open world Rockstar could build. It's the deepest open world anyone has ever attempted. Those are completely different achievements, and history suggests we remember depth long after we forget size. So here's what I want to know. Would you rather have a map twice the size of GTA 5 with GTA 5's level of interaction, or a map the same size where you can enter most buildings? Every NPC has a life, and your actions ripple through interconnected systems. What actually keeps you playing for years? Let me know in the comments. And if this kind of design philosophy analysis is what you're here for, subscribe, because next video breaks down exactly how Rockstar's NPC AI complexity scales in constrained space, and why that might be GTA 6's most impressive technical achievement yet.